Hey everybody, Rob Orgel with Silencer Syndicate. In today's video, I wanted to talk about yet another one of my favorite type hosts. Now this is also one of my newer short-barreled rifles because previously I had this set up as a pistol, and after speaking with JMAC and seeing some of the toys they had, I decided to bite the bullet, spend the $200 and get this thing registered as a short-barreled rifle. Having said that, if you think paying $200 per SBR and per silencer is stupid, hit that like, comment, subscribe button. Let the ATF know you don't like them, and don't forget to leave us a comment. All right, let's get back to the AK-47. So this is a ZPAP, and this is the 7.62 by 39, as you can imagine. Zastava made this thing because ZPAP, and it's definitely one of my favorite starting points on AK-47s. There's a lot of good ones out there. This is just one of my preferred brands. Now, I had this set up with some different parts, again, as I mentioned, with the pistol, and then I had used SLR Rifle Works for the handguard and gas tube and the other parts. But then when I spoke with JMAC, I saw what they were doing. I thought this is kind of nifty and I want to check it out. So Justin hooked us up and got us a rebuild on the whole concept. And I want to start telling you about it from front to back. So from the very front, this is kind of a complicated thing. They've got a hub-friendly muzzle device. So instead of having an ASR muzzle device that I typically go to, this goes straight to the hub silencer. Now that might seem kind of weird, but if we look at, okay, AKs are weird. They've got weird thread pitches. They've got this little nub that comes out to index and time and then leave it from coming loose. That creates a lot of complications when you try to suppress your AK-47. It's one of many complications, to include a lot of the barrels don't actually align center to the outer diameter of the barrel. There's a fancy term for that, concentric, and that causes a ton of problems if you screw X silencer that's not made for a 7.62 by 39 or AK-47 onto your weapon. You might end up having a bad day. So to my knowledge, there is 3 AK-47 specific suppressors, and one is the Wolverine, one is the Putnik, and I believe Cat makes something called like the Old Dirty Bastard, I believe. Those are the only 3 that I know of AK specific suppressors. Now the Putnik is the suppressor that I have, and I like it a ton. Is it the quietest suppressor? No, but it's looking the part to what it was designed to do, and it solves most of the AK-47 problems. So I'm a big fan of it. I will warn you, it's a bit of a tank. It's kind of heavy, but because it's so low back pressure, it makes it feel like the gun shoots softer. So we're not increasing a bunch of back pressure, and we're countering the back pressure with that weight. So that's what makes this suppress so well. Now, if you're on a 16-inch gun, that so heavy silencer on the end of it might be a little bit less pleasant. So that's why I like using this as a suppressor host, being the crank off, shorter style AK-47. All right, let's start moving our way back. We've got a JMAC Handguard and gas tube. This allows us to put an optic or a flashlight on the upper portion, and then we get all of the M-LOK and QD for sling type devices on the lower end half. Now they've got a device that can put a rail above your receiver, but I already have that on this specific model. So I put my Holosun on top of that. And this is the smaller one. I believe it's called a 507. And again, I like the Holosuns for a handful of reasons, and they're kind of cost savers. All right, moving a little further back, you can see I've got their triangle style JMAC stock. And one of the things I like that they did is they gave a QD on the far end and a QD on the close end. So if you're a 1-point sling kind of guy, you can clip into here. If you're a 2-point sling kind of guy, you can clip it on more of the extremes to get that wider base. I think that's really smart. Of course, it also folds. Now, to speak to the pistol grip, JMAC sent me a vertical grip and a pistol grip. To be honest, I didn't like them. The reason why I don't like the vertical grip is because I'm not a vertical grip kind of guy. I would rather have a cylindrical style handguard so that I can slide my hand forward and rearward as necessary for the shot. So I'm just not a forward handguard kind of guy. The pistol grip, their pistol grip has some holes in the design so that a finger could slip through there and possibly go a direction you wouldn't like. So I've never been a fan of pistol grips that aren't solid pistol grips. So I chose not to use that pistol grip, and instead I spoke with MK Machine, and they've got a specific AK-47 pistol grip, and they match the colors, and I really dig that pistol grip. I'm not a pistol grip kind of guy. You guys already know that about me. MOEs are fine, but these MK machines they're definitely something different. And for 30 bucks, 15 bucks more, it's twice the cost, Rob. It's too much money. Okay, if that's how you feel, that's fine. But if 15 bucks is worth the investment, I really do think that these pistol grips are great because they changed my mind about pistol grips. I never really cared before this. MOE's good enough as long as it's not a mil spec, but this is a game changer. Check them out if you want, don't, whatever. But this is one of my favorite AK-47 suppressor hosts. This is one of my favorite AK-47 suppressors. Now I want to give a quick disclaimer. Because it's a low back pressure suppressor, it does not cycle the subsonic ammunition that I like to use. So as long as you're sticking to supersonic, it runs very well. What you got to know is if you have an AK that cycles the subsonic stuff, it's, one between the AK being over gas, which they typically are, and the suppressor being kind of high in the back pressure, that if it cycles subs, when you put the supers in it, it is crazy gassy. And I mean, like slap in the face kind of gas. So I'm a big fan of, what am I going to shoot most of the time? Supers. So get a can that pairs well with that. And if you want to shoot subs, what I do is I'll put a full back pressure suppressor on this thing. And some people would argue of that being a good idea or bad idea. I like using maybe like a 338 diameter suppressor, so it gives me a little bit of wiggle room because of the problems we mentioned earlier. Also, that extra room helps, and that allows the gun to have more back pressure and cycle the subsonic ammunition. So as long as you're shooting supers, this is a great can to pair on your AK-47. All right, let's put some rounds downrange. That ambidextrous safety action that I'm so nuts about makes it so much easier instead of coming so far forward. It's an easy flick, especially as a lefty. Being able to flick that off with the thumb and re-engage it just makes life like AR-15 easy. So let's go ahead and load her up. All right, here we go. This muzzle device is obnoxious. Like kicking up dirt all in front of me. All right, let's go ahead and screw that suppressor on. Come on, cooperate. You're making me look stupid in front of my friends. There we go. Yeah, that kicks the brass out pretty hard. All right, she's clear and back on safe. The reduced back pressure with the added weight definitely makes it feel like a softer overall shooting, making this a really, really good suppressor host, especially with this suppressor. Alrighty, now that we got to put some rounds down range and see why I love this rifle as a suppressor host, and of the AKs I have, it's definitely one of my favorites. Now, of course, we're only talking 7.62 by 3.9. If you want to hear about some of my favorites in the AK-74 variants, like the 5.45 by 3.9, and some of the more Americanized, the 5.56 type ones, if you want to hear my favorites on that and how I like suppressing them, please drop us a comment in the comment section and let us know what host you'd like to see next and what little modifications I've made to make them just a better suppressor host. So now, recapping, this hub system design of the muzzle device, alleviating us of a ton of problems with the AK thread pitch, really makes this an easy to suppress weapon. The Putnik is really a phenomenal suppressor to reduce the back pressure from an already over back pressured rifle or pistol and keep the gun on track with low recoil because of its weight and all the things it brings to the table. And then the little accessories that just make the weapon a little bit more shootable, a little bit more user friendly. And I want to add one more thing that I didn't mention before. As a lefty, getting the safety off is designed for righties. So when you're a lefty, it's very difficult to run a standard style safety. So I like using the Krebs safety, and this gives me a little thumb device back here so I can flick it off safe with my thumb and re-engage it after shots, much more like AR-15 type friendly. And if you're a lefty, that's one of the like must-have type device. It's kind of expensive for a piece of sheet metal, but it is totally something I put on every AK-47 that I can. All right, if you like this video, please consider like, subscribing, and commenting, and in the comment section, tell me your favorite AK-47. As always, stay safe.